Previously, 6 teams kicked off our second round.
Let's go, aprons on.
Starting with barbecue champs and best mates, Aaron and Chris.
We're in this to win it.
Guac, spot on. Cornbread, loved it. This is a bloody good plate of food.
Who opened up the competition with a leaderboard scorching 72 points.
I think you are a team to be watched.
Tonight, it's the first of our OG teams.
Anthony!
Looking for redemption.
I just can't believe we have a second chance.
But will the pressure of a second round cook cause Claudine to crumble?
Oh my God, Anthony, don't do that!
That's not good.
Meanwhile, one team
So do you think you're going to keep your top spot?
Yes, sir.
uses their pole position
I'm expecting 1 or 2 disasters tonight.
Yeah, where's the popcorn?
Yep.
to reveal their true competitive colours.
Definitely my least favourite dish of the night. Underwhelming. I didn't enjoy it.
They've obviously come into the competition with a strategy and a game plan.
These guys should definitely be worried.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Feels like I'm dancing on a tightrope, and I'm ready to fall.
Tonight, we're in Brisbane,
Only been living in the moment.
where Claudine and Anthony are back in the kitchen for a shot at redemption, turning up the passion, attitude, and volume.
Anthony! 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 Oh, you all right there, love? Chilling out, playing darts?
That's what I do.
While I'm stressing out about this shopping list. How you feeling about tonight?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited to have everyone come back and us cook again.
We're the best team in the comp, without a doubt.
Yeah, we got this.
We got this.
Yeah, all good.
You haven't been with me for so long for nothing.
That's right.
You get more for murder, baby.
And I'm still here.
Last round of darts.
Yep.
Whatever you get on there in points,
Yep.
that's what we're going to get tonight.
Oh,
I've got all the faith in you. Let's go.
40, 41, 61.
61?
Yeah, I need more.
You know, we need more than that.
So last instant restaurant, we got a 53, and we're hoping to go for a 93 this time. We're coming back for redemption.
Moo Crew.
Oh, that's a great start. You got your glasses on? You can see my hand?
Moo Crew, #1.
At Claudine and Anthony's first instant restaurant,
It's going to be melt in your mouth, beautiful pasta.
the pressure was on outspoken Claudine
Expectation is pretty high right now.
You're the pasta queen, remember?
to dish up what she dished out.
Entree is served.
But they failed to deliver on entree,
The sauce was too heavy for the dish.
I'm underwhelmed, yeah.
main course,
The ossobuco, I think you overcooked.
and dessert.
Uh-oh, why is that not chilled? It hasn't frozen.
This looks like soup.
These things happen. It's the wrong night for it to happen, though, isn't it?
And they narrowly avoided elimination.
That gives you a grand total score of 53, which means you remain in the competition.
Now, Claudine and Anthony are on the road to redemption. They have 5 hours to hit the shops and prep their dishes before the guests arrive.
I actually feel like we know what we're in for.
Yep.
We kind of know the process, and I think once you know the process, you feel a little bit calmer.
Yep.
And yeah, I just can't wait to have everybody at our place. I just can't believe we have a second chance. So I've gone into round 2 with a whole different attitude. Anthony and I are in this to win this. And I really do want to show the gate crashers that the OGs are in it to win it. What about the old gate crashers?
Oh, yeah. What are they going to do?
We have to be nice to them. They'll have to be nice to us this time. They're not just going to walk in and give us dirty looks like they did last time.
So coming out of our instant restaurant, we're pretty happy with the scores, and we're excited to see what this next instant restaurant brings.
Absolutely.
So yeah, bring it on. The OG should definitely be worried.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go, honey.
Yeah.
Cooking to me is at the deepest core who I am. My grandmother and my aunties on my Italian side were always cooking. It was a big family thing. It's very important to me to honour them. I love them more than anything in the world.
In the back there, look.
So Claudine and Anthony, last time they cooked, they were so close to getting kicked out, and I think the penny dropped, and I think they're going to come in all guns blazing now.
Come to you for you today.
Rabbit, please.
Yeah, sure. Over this way.
For our main, we will be serving rabbit stew with thyme, black olives and citrus. Could you cut that up for me, please?
Yeah, we could do that. No troubles at all.
This is old school Italian cooking, rabbit. I love rabbit. Quite risky to cook because it can be quite dry. I reckon it could be quite polarising around the table.
I'm really excited about this rabbit.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
The rabbit stew is very, very sentimental to me. We had rabbit a lot when we were children. My Ziella and Zidzi used to grow their own rabbit, and my Auntie Anna, so we always had rabbit all the time.
Did you grow rabbits or breed them?
You grow your own...
You grow rabbits?
You grow your own
Oh, I
food,
thought you breed
don't
rabbits.
you? You grow your own cows, you grow your own rabbits.
I don't think so.
Well, you can all go and get... Okay, let's get these zucchini flowers. Oh, beautiful. For entree tonight, we're making stuffed zucchini flowers on basil pesto.
Yeah.
I'm good. This dish is dedicated to my family. We all love our stuffed zucchini flower.
Love zucchini flower.
Okay, hurry. We need basil.
For the pesto,
We need some garlic.
got onions.
Hang on a minute. I'm going off the
Oh,
Woolies app.
okay.
Okay, don't get me off my list.
I know what's missing. What? You should try this. Yeah.
Okay, we don't need anything in aisle 1. Let's go to aisle 2 for our coffee.
For the tiramisu.
For the tiramisu. For our dessert, we will be serving tiramisu. Let me check that off. Coffee.
Yep, okay.
This app is amazing for people like me that forget everything.
Beautiful.
I mean, if you don't know what a tiramisu is, you need to go out more often. It's the classical Italian dessert.
1 plain flour.
And it's a beautiful coffee layered cake. It needs to be sweetened the right way, enough coffee. The biscuit needs to be spongy. When you put your spoon through it, it needs to be one thing in the mouth that is gorgeous.
Let's go. Another one.
How many?
Well, do you want to rush down and get cream or not?
No, I got 5. Let's go.
Tonight's menu, we are trying to achieve
Done?
a feeling of our home, our life, and just that simple, good-priced food can be beautiful and fill you up. I think they'll like it. But to be honest, I really do want to show the gate crashers that the OGs are better than them. They really get up my nose.
Let me show ya. Let me show ya.
We're back at Claudine and Anthony's. We saw how she reacted when the gate crashers walked into her backyard last time, uninvited. And now she's cooking for these people.
Here we are, we're home.
I think that there could be a couple of fireworks going on tonight.
Claudine and Anthony now have just over 3 hours to set up their instant restaurant and prep their dishes before their guests arrive.
Let's get this done, honey. Okay, so
right,
where
let's
will we
do this.
start?
We'll start with the table. I think that we are the perfect team to win this. We know each other inside and out. It'll be smooth, we'll be sweet.
Yeah, we'll just stick together as a team,
Be calm.
make it happen.
Being able to talk to each other, screaming at each other.
Do you understand me, Anthony? Am I talking to myself here? I think we're the best team because Anthony understands me. He can see beyond my behaviour.
Okay, I'm missing 2 napkins.
We'll find them. I'm the cliche Italian woman. I love to love you or I'm going to get you if I don't like you. There's no in between.
I'm missing a fork. You got a fork?
I have, yep.
Give me a fork.
You're missing a knife? Here, get the one out of my back.
Got it.
Moo's our last name, so we're Papa and Mama Moo. I love it. It looks beautiful. Moo crew?
Number 1. Let's go.
Okay, hang on. I'm just going to go and get Auntie Rosie and my mum and my aunties and Nana.
Okay.
I feel like I need some ancestral help today.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, we're set up the instant restaurant. Tick. Now, let's get in there. I'm putting my ancestors here.
Put them over there in front of us.
Okay. And let's get our groove on. Okay, so I'm doing the eggs for the Savoiardi. We're making our own sponge biscuits. This is for our tiramisu for dessert. The Savoiardi mixture needs to be very fluffy because it needs to soak up all the beautiful flavours that you put with it when you're making a tiramisu. Okay, honey, I need you to pipe those Savoiardi and I need it done quickly, okay?
Sure.
It needs to come from mixing straight into the piping bag and straight onto the pan.
Are you happy with that or you want them higher?
Little bit higher, please. If they're too flat, they're not going to take on the coffee. Anthony's never actually piped the Savoiardi before. You need to hurry up. They're flopping.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Quick, quick, quick. I don't actually know what possessed me to ask him to do it this time. Okay, Anthony, the rabbit needs to be marinating.
Yep. So we're going with the back legs?
Yep.
Out there?
Yep. Our main meal is rabbit stew with thyme, black olives and citrus. Rabbit is a very tough meat to cook because they're not fat and juicy cuts of meat. They root like rabbits, so they're very skinny. Okay, we've got to get the marinade on that rabbit. We need to marinate the rabbit in the citrus juices so the rabbit soaks up all those beautiful citrusy flavours. Give it love.
So give all my love to the rabbit?
Yeah. Massage the rabbit like you don't massage me.
Hey.
Let me just check this Savoiardi. It looks flat. They've all run. This Savoiardi is not how it usually looks. I feel like it's been piped too flat. The big ones don't look so good, honey.
Put them down lower, keep them going.
No, you can't.
Oh.
This flat mixture means that the Savoiardi biscuit is not going to be light, crispy and fluffy. They're too flat, in my opinion.
That's okay. As long as they're cooked, they're going to absorb.
If it's not like crispy and fluffy, it's going to be like 2 bricks in between the cream. I knew in my gut that it wasn't right, but we don't have time to do it again, so we just hope for the best.
Honey, I'm going to flour the rabbit.
Yep.
And then put it over here so you can fry it off.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. It's time to get it nice and brown and caramelised in the pan to go into the oven. I really want to get this rabbit right, Anthony, because there's no way I'm being on the bottom of that leaderboard. I want to get top scores, and I want to prove to Colin and Manu that I can actually cook. The last cook was a real eye-opener for me. We just made it through. We scraped through by 3 points. That actually was like, oh my gosh, people are really, they're into this, they're playing this game. I'm hoping that people are going to score me on the taste of my food and not score strategically.
It's a game, it's a challenge, competition. So people do what they have to do to win.
Righto, well, if they want to play games, then bring it on. I'll bloody play games with them. Oops. What happened there?
You okay? What have you done?
My ancestors fell off the wall. That's not a good sign. What are they trying to tell me? Honey, what do you think we should have done before everybody gets here?
We should have the rabbit on.
Yep.
Like, I think we should do that right now.
Okay, that's a good idea. This rabbit is very important to me. If I overcook it, it is going to be dry, dry, dry. If I undercook it, it is going to be stringy. I love you, rabbit. Do your thing. Make me proud. Okay.
Rabbit's in. Come on, let's go get ready.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, come on.
Let's get dressed.
How are you feeling?
Man, I'm so pumped to meet everyone. I want to see all the goss. I'm interested to gauge who's who in the zoo. We're in a competition here. Our primary aim is not to make friends. We're here to win $100,000 and be crowned MKR champions.
Last time we were here, we caused a bit of a stir.
We did. We're invited this time. Oh, I'm so excited. But someone had said that Claudine is a front stabber.
So
I come with love.
First redemption cook for the OG team.
Yep.
Let's see if this time Claudine can put her money where her mouth is.
Absolutely expecting huge things from Claudine and Anthony tonight.
They've made it clear that they know how to cook for large amounts of people. Combine that with the advice of the judges and you have some really good food.
Can you please stop doing that, Marcus?
Does it really?
Yeah, because your knee's right next to mine and you hit me every single time.
You know what? It helps me emphasise. I like cooking with my hands.
Just keep your knee away from me then.
Okay. It's beginning.
Oh, hello, the Dean team. Are we gate crashing something? Sorry.
Right, who's ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's see what this is all about, eh?
Honey, the guests are here.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm not a hugging girl. Brigitte's probably had 3 of my hugs in her whole lifetime. I was actually concerned going up to the door. I was like, will Claudine kick me out if I don't give her, a hug? And then I just crumbled.
You too, smile. Ooh, I like the green.
Interesting. So.
Hey, mate.
Come in.
Wow.
Oh, how pretty.
Beautiful. Claudine and Anthony's instant restaurant. It was just so beautiful. Beautiful flowers everywhere.
Wow.
We're back.
Wow.
Wow.
How nice.
So we're eating like royalty tonight with gold.
We are.
Yes.
Was it a gold standard last time you were here?
Yes.
It was a gold standard last time you were here.
Chris decided to keep talking to the table.
Not realising that Claudine and Anthony are right there. She's just waiting for you to turn around so that she can start. I don't think Chris knows how this is meant to work.
And I'm not going to tell him.
Was the food at gold standard or was it just the cutlery was gold standard?
Everything was gold
that's
standard.
good to
The
know.
effort was definitely gold standard.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
by
like,
all means,
wow.
carry on, please. Don't let us disturb you. So, straight away, he's gotten off on the wrong foot with me. Because he's already cooked before, he should have given us the respect that we gave him because we were standing there waiting for him to finish his obnoxious chat.
All right, guys, welcome to Papa and Mama Moo's Instant Restaurant.
I just want to welcome all you guys tonight. You guys, welcome.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you here smiling. You're actually, welcome now. Sit down at the table. Obviously, the OGs have seen it before. I'm so glad to have you guys back again. You actually feel like my little family.
I mean, that's what family is, isn't it? Like a whole bunch of drama and bickering.
Let's get back in the kitchen, eh?
Let's get to the kitchen. Have
All
fun.
right, have
Don't
fun,
drink
guys.
too much wine.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Wow, what a warm reception. I'm expecting 1 or 2 disasters tonight. Do you know what I mean? We are talking about a redemption team, so let's see. Let's see. Like, how many cracks at the cherry do you need?
Second shot fired.
Oh. Chris is letting loose tonight. He's not scared of anyone.
So these people though that are cooking, like daggers, I think are her specialty. I've had it the first time I walked in. I got the daggers. I got the daggers when I welcomed her to my own home. I got the daggers, and now she's still at me.
Before the gate crashers got here, I think I was the object of the acid tongue of Claudine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I was called a wanker.
See? I knew she was a bitch from the start.
You wait till Claudine finds out.
Take the leash off. You can go.
Everyone needs to watch out, especially Chris after what he's just said.
He's come to the table, he's talking a lot, he's pissing off Claudine. He's bald, his name's Chris. I mean, dude, there's an OG for a reason, brother. Is he gonna rock up at the next one wearing a waistcoat and a tie? Or is he gonna keep dressing like the Rock in the late 90s?
Come on, let's check this rabbit for the main. We just want it on a slow simmer. Tonight, we really, really, really want to avoid ossobuco gate. We don't want to be getting it out of the pot and it's chewy and dry to eat. So we're really, really, really trying hard with this rabbit.
Take the lid.
Oh.
It's really boiling.
This is not what I want to see. This rabbit, because it's boiling, we're at risk of overcooking it. So we need to figure this out and we need to figure it out quickly.
It needs to go down, honey. That's cooking too fast. Do you want to let some heat out?
Yep. Low and slow, low and slow, low and slow. Leave it open a bit, let a little bit of heat out. Please, rabbit,
Talk to the rabbit gods.
cook properly for me. Please. Okay. Honey, before the judges arrive, I want the tiramisu assembled for dessert.
Okay.
The tiramisu filling should be a really beautiful balance of the cream, the coffee, and the alcohol. The mix is looking and feeling perfect.
Yep.
I am going to assemble the tiramisu. I look at the Savoiardi biscuits and I'm a little bit worried about this. I'm not confident with it, honey, because it's flat.
Yeah.
It is a dry, hard biscuit. I'll dip
Yep.
and leave it in the bottom of the cup. I just really want this coffee to soak up. We've decided to fully submerge this Savoiardi biscuit into the coffee for the tiramisu, hoping that it will give it a little bit of softness. So I'm just really making sure that there's enough coffee in that biscuit to be perfect. If this Savoiardi does not soak up this coffee, it's going to be very, very dry and the whole dish will be ruined. Big pressure having Colin and Manu here again. I want to do ourselves proud.
Yep.
So, you know, it's really important that we get this right. Okay, tiramisu is in the fridge.
I can feel the blood falling down. 'Cause you're back down to the core.
Honey.
They're here.
Coming up,
You seem to be such in a good mood tonight.
redemption is sweet.
This is a different restaurant we're in tonight. This is what I want to eat when I come to your house.
But could the gatecrashers sour the table?
It was all a little underwhelming.
I think Aaron and Chris are very, very critical of what was a very, very good dish. Is this a tactic?
Honey.
They're here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Bonsoir. We're back again.
Guess who's back? In come Colin and Manu. They look like they've been at the Logies.
You ready for some good food?
We hope so, yes.
There we go.
Now Colin and Manu are here. It's game on.
Looking very dapper in your velvet.
Yeah, I look like a cinema seat.
Feels real. Competition's kicked in. Welcome, guys. Tonight means a lot to me in terms of the food that I am cooking. It's all about my childhood and how I grew up.
So, last time we were here, we scored a 53.
Yep.
What are we
We
looking
did.
for tonight?
What are we hoping for tonight?
We're aiming for a 93 tonight.
Oh, wow. I like it, I like it.
Yeah.
That puts you boys on the bottom.
Well, let's see how the night goes. Let's not call it too early.
Gate crasher.
Yes.
Quiet down in the cheap
All right,
seats,
darling.
okay?
All right. From the first interactions Claudine and I have had, she's obviously formulating an opinion of me. I'm formulating an opinion of her. We might be totally off. We'll get our chance to have a
You
conversation
can
later.
talk your talk when I'm sitting at the table.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
I'm waiting for you, darling. Don't worry. I'm waiting for you.
Claudine thought, oh, I've got fresh meat here. The lioness has got some new prey.
I love it.
If you'd like to open your pizza boxes and you'll see our menu.
The recycling going on there.
Wow. Yum. Zucchini.
Oh.
Yum.
So for entree, we are having stuffed zucchini flowers on basil pesto.
Zucchini flowers is a really delicate, light, deft-handed thing to make. That's not Claudine. You can't yell at it to fix it. You need to be soft with it.
Main, we are having rabbit stew with thyme, black olives and citrus.
We've had pet rabbits at home, so all I'm imagining is little Rapunzel on the table.
With a fluffy tail.
With a fluffy tail.
And for dessert, we are having tiramisu.
Nice.
Patrizia whips up tiramisu all the time, so I have really high expectations because she does such a good job. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a great dinner.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Guys.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, honey, I want the zucchini flowers filled, floured, and ready to go into the batter for our entree.
Okay.
Okay? I'm extremely happy with my ricotta. So I've put in pecorino, a little bit of chili, and a nice hint of lemon. Honey, I really want you to be careful when you're filling these flowers. They can't be too over full, okay? If they're over full, they won't close properly.
Yep.
And they will burst when you're frying them.
Filling the flowers is really intricate work. If I put too much mixture in the flowers will burst. If I don't put enough, there's not going to be enough flavour coming through.
I'll show you. Go.
Yeah, I know what you
We'll
want.
do one together. That's it.
Good.
These flowers are very delicate.
And a twist at the top.
Yep, so I want you to be able to twist it at the top. See, one's already come off, but we'll just
why
put
we
them
should
like
do it
that and we'll
together
twist it.
smash
We'll
it.
twist it later.
Okay. Claudine's left me to my own devices and trying to open the flower with one hand and hold the filling with the other hand. It's very difficult to pipe it. It's really quite different filling these by yourself, isn't it?
You'll be right, Anthony. You can do this. These right here are Samoan working hands. They're not made for delicate zucchini flowers.
All right, so stuffed zucchini flowers on basil pesto. What do you guys think?
If they get that balance of batter, ricotta. I mean, the pesto I'm a little bit not sure about. I mean, it could take away from that crisp element of the flour. But you know what? I'm optimistic about this one.
It's nice, maybe a little bit basic, a little bit simple. Let's see how it's presented. Hopefully it tastes better than last time. Right? What? It has to. Isn't that the whole point?
Aaron and Chris are quite sure of themselves. You've had one cook, boys. One cook. There are 5 more after you. Let's stay in your lane a little bit, yeah?
The thing is, are you actually going to redeem yourselves or you're going to go through and do it again?
There's 3 redemption teams. I can't see all 3 getting redemption.
It's a new cook.
New cook, right. Like, which team is going to take top spot from this table?
Us.
Us.
There's definitely a lot of testosterone across the table.
Not going to crash again. No? Been through it
can't
before.
allow ourselves to.
That's it. So high confidence.
We have the ability.
Dumb. So dumb.
So you guys actually think you're going to beat our score, 72? You think it's highly
I love
doable?
your smile and I love your
Highly
personality.
We definitely can.
That's highly unlikely.
Aaron and Chris are a threat. They're the other all-male team now in the competition.
So the gloves are off then, huh?
Hey, you walked into our party, mate. Like, come on. Yeah, they're a threat, but what happens when you put them in a kitchen HQ and they don't have a smoker or a char grill in front of them? That's all I'm going to say.
We got the zucchini flowers stuffed, all of them.
Yep.
So we'll get out 3 basils for your basil pesto. This basil pesto is to go with the zucchini flowers for our entree.
Okay, you good?
Yep, zhuzh that.
We want it to come out a bit gritty, a bit creamy, and just great hit of basil.
Buenas noches.
Hey, how you going, mate? All right?
Hey, how you going? All right?
Hello, Manu.
You seem to be such in a good mood tonight.
I think tonight in the kitchen is more true to who we are in the kitchen. Very happy, very relaxed, we get on.
So, let's talk about the zucchini flowers.
Yes.
With ricotta. What is it flavored with?
We have a little bit of chili.
Just to help to bring a little bit more flavor, perhaps?
Yes, that's right. I listened to you the last time.
That's great, I like it.
They wanted seasoning, they're getting seasoning.
Now, you're serving this with a pesto?
Yes. So this is a pesto we make for our market.
How much is it?
$10 a jar. Taste it and see if it's worth it.
I'll pay $10 for that.
Oh!
Just concentrate on the entree. Just keep that smile on your face.
It's here.
And
it's
help.
not going anywhere.
I'm always helping.
Thank you.
He's the sous chef. I think this cook is different so far because we've gone into it with a better attitude.
Okay, honey, you need to get this batter going.
Right. We've agreed to just be that tight unit that we usually are, and we're ready to go for it.
Look at that one. That's pretty full, eh?
Anthony! Oh, no. The zucchini flowers are overfilled. This is not good.
Dun, dun.
Better not burst open in the oil.
Did I get flour all over my lip?
Oh, my God, I'm gonna kill him. Honestly. What I'm worried about most is overfilling the flour, and then once you put it in the oil, all the stuffing seeps out. It's no good. It's unsavable. Wow, these zucchini flowers are filled up. Everything can go wrong here. These zucchini flowers can just burst right open.
Yep. How's the temperature on the oil?
I've just turned it down a bit. If the fryer's not hot enough, they're not going to cook properly. If the fryer's too hot, they're going to burn and burst open. Hurry up, Anthony! I need you, Anth.
Oh.
I think I called you about 500 times.
What do you want?
Come over here, Anthony.
Come on.
Pick that up, Anthony.
These are extraordinary circumstances. Those dishes that you might make on a weekly basis. When are you ever going to do them under those circumstances? It really is extraordinary.
Oh, my God, Anthony!
What?
Wait!
That's not good. That's
What is going on?
Did we hear this last time?
Oh, never heard it like that. That doesn't sound good.
Talking to you.
Holy shit.
At Claudine and Anthony's instant restaurant,
I need you, Anth.
a kitchen commotion
Hurry up, Anthony.
has awoken the neighbourhood.
Quick! Oh, my God, Anthony, don't do that!
And alarmed the table.
That's not good. That's Claudine.
Did we hear this last time?
Oh, never heard it like that. That doesn't sound good.
We hear.
No, Anthony, that's not what you should do! She might not be at the table, but she's still right with us.
Quick!
I was looking at Mum like, oh my God, hopefully something hasn't exploded in there.
All the ricotta has come out of it. When I put the zucchini flowers in the oil, I can hear the cracks and the pops of the filling leaking out. I need you, Anne.
Take that tone out of your voice, honey.
I'm getting really stressed. There is no way in the world we are taking this second chance for granted. No, see, it's spurting out everywhere. The entree has to be absolutely perfect.
What if you make the batter a bit thicker? Will that help?
I didn't really want to put a really stodgy batter on the zucchini flowers. Okay, let's thicken the flour up a bit, just a little bit. But we've made an executive decision. We'll throw a little bit of flour into the batter. This might encase it a bit better.
Hold the ricotta in the flour more.
Yes. We need to get these zucchini flowers corked. I put it back in and just hope for the best. Oil's heated. They're rising to the top now. They're looking good.
We're back in the game?
Back in the game.
All that yelling for nothing?
I didn't yell. You just stand around with your thumb up your bum. Okay, you plate up.
Yep.
Put the pesto on the plate for the entree.
Yep. When we're in the kitchen cooking, Claudine actually yells at me quite a lot, but it's not from an angry place. It's just the Italians, you know, they speak loud, the hands are flying, so I'm used to it, really.
Come on, plate it up. Are you doing it how I said?
Yes, boss. To be married to a woman like Claudine, you have to have patience on patience on patience.
Just a little jujube zest.
I need the nuts on.
I'll give you the nuts one in a minute.
That's the secret to a great marriage. I've got Colin's one here.
Hold on.
You need menu. One of these two.
Yep.
Good? Okay, let's go. What are they doing? Let's go. Entree is served.
I pride myself on my home cooking. We just thought we'd keep it as authentic as we could and just serve out what we would serve to our family every night.
Smells good. A lot of pesto.
Thank you.
The plating was a little bit clumsy. I had some of the flowers sitting in the basil pesto.
Some weren't.
What I'm worried about most is the batter on the zucchini flowers. I'm hoping I have the perfect balance of light, crispy, and fluffy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bon appétit.
I really like the taste of this entree. The zucchini flowers were delicious.
I didn't think the basil pesto needed to be there. However, it was delicious.
I got crispiness.
Yep.
It oozed with a beautiful ricotta.
Yep.
However, I still have garlic breath from it.
It was really intense.
Claudine's made her ricotta again. I love how creamy it was, and I really love the fact that she hides a little bit of chili in almost everything that she does.
Hey, you're sitting there with this beautiful, light, fluffy zucchini flower there. Here you go, there's some chili for you.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Claudine punch.
Aaron and Chris, your first dish of the competition, your thoughts?
I think they've come out strong. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. The zucchini flowers were cooked well. The batter could be a little bit more crispy for me.
I like the flavour of the pesto. Maybe I would have preferred it to be maybe a little bit more crispy and a little bit more zingy with the lemon.
Is it better than your entree?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
I don't think so. I don't necessarily think it was a threatening start. Like, we want to be impressed. And if somebody doesn't impress us with a dish, well, they're going to hear about it in our critique.
Definitely.
Tonight, it's all about redemption for us. I'm one of those people that says, yep, I messed up. This time, I want to try and do it better.
Don't give me that look, Claudine. Got a job to do.
Claudine and Anthony, for entree, you served stuffed zucchini flowers with basil pesto. You've got a different aura about yourself tonight. Are you proud of what you served today?
I'm proud, yes.
What would you give this entree?
Be honest.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because I love the ricotta.
Well, let me tell you what I think. I think this pesto, I loved it. The flowers were beautiful, filled generously. The curd inside was gorgeous too.
This is a different restaurant we're in tonight. You promised us family home, family cooking, joy. This is what I want to eat when I come to your house.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm humbled.
If you deliver 2 more dishes like this, I think you're gonna stand that competition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a relief. Hey.
Big relief.
We've had some issue with a stew in the past, ossobuco. Now we've got a rabbit stew, which I believe is a little bit more dangerous to play with.
Very.
Yes.
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Good.
Just go and bring out a great main course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
The rabbit is the focal point of my whole cook tonight, and I know that rabbit is a notoriously hard dish to make.
There's not much heat in there. You want to turn it up a bit, or?
So the pressure's on. We need to get this perfect.
Coming up,
Oh my God, I think I'm actually gonna die. It's my worst fear.
will Claudine and Anthony stay on course
Oh no.
on their road to redemption?
We're in for a world of pain here.
In Brisbane, Claudine and Anthony check on the rabbit for their main course.
There's not much heat in there.
And at the table, one guest is keen to rabbit on.
Who's had rabbit stew before?
I've never eaten rabbit.
I've never eaten rabbit either.
It is a very tricky protein to cook, though. Even when you cook it in liquid, it dries out really quickly, yeah. And it goes from that perfect cooking temp to overcooked like that.
Christian drinks a lot, so.
It should be fall apart, but not like that chalky, dried chicken breast.
He did try his posh, fancy food words at the table.
Like, it is a really subtle, gamey flavour. Usually it'll be the legs in the saddle.
If I was at that first instant restaurant and he was chatting like that, I'd turn around and call him a wanker as well.
Okay, do you want to have a look at this rabbit?
I'm looking for beautiful, fall off the bone, not too dry. We'll check this rabbit, honey. If we don't like certain pieces, it's going on Christian's plate.
He'll deserve it, you reckon?
Of course he deserves it. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my God, I think I'm actually gonna die. The rabbit is amazing.
The gods look after you.
The rabbit gods are there. My ancestors are all there dancing around.
That's done.
Okay.
I think we just let it sit in the juices.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because I don't want to make the same mistake as I made with the ossobuco.
Yeah. I think we don't cook it anymore.
No. Tonight, we need to get this right in honour of my relatives. I'm just putting the olives into the rabbit. I'm adding all of the olives because the olives gives it the salt element. Squeeze some lemon into that. I pride myself on my sauce. You just need it to be delicate, but you don't want it to be boring. So it's really important that you get that perfect balance of salt and flavour, but it not be too overpowering. Oh my goodness. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Most of us, we would serve 2 plates at a time. These boys came with their hands full.
We carry plates for a living, dude. Like,
What is it, 3 plates? Is that the maximum?
the maximum I can do, depending on the plate, is 6 or 7.
What? Oh, I want to see that.
If you break one of Claudine's plates, you're in trouble.
I'm always in awe of waiters walking in and they've got, you know, plates up that arm and that arm.
Wait, Christian, how do you serve from there, though?
No, you have someone following you to pick up the plate.
That's my job.
Maybe it's a Melbourne thing. We don't need to carry that many plates in Brisbane.
It's not that busy.
It's not about how many plates, it's how you do it.
Bottom one's at an angle, dripping sauce there, chef.
Manu came and started flipping plates everywhere.
I'll show you how it's done.
All right.
And then Christian sat down again. Oh, okay. Show's over.
Oh, God.
Look, I still got it, mate. I still got it. But there was food on that plate.
So, honey, you're getting the plates out to start plating up.
Yep.
And how we going? We're still running on time?
Yep, running on time. I am very happy with this main so far. Bread's looking good. The rabbit's done. The mashed potatoes done.
Look how fluffy they are. I think I love more potatoes more than Colin does.
God, you're sexy when you mash those potatoes, honey.
Thanks, love.
You better not oversalt them.
Mate, nothing wrong with a bit of salt. They wanted seasoning last time, so we're going to give them a lot of seasoning tonight.
I think that looks good. And I think the leg here and then the broccoli here.
Okay.
Yep, exactly like that. That
There you
looks
go.
beautiful. I mean, this is a wholesome, hearty, rustic meal. So
Sure
let's
is.
just plate it up like that. Presentation isn't our strong point, really, is it?
No. But, you know, all you got to do really is add some green and it looks fantastic.
Yeah. At this point, my rabbit means the world to me. In my taste, it's perfect, but I don't know about what the judges or the guests might say.
Why are you being stingy on the sauce? Look how much sauce you got. Everyone leaves all their sauce in the pot in the kitchen. Manu's like, where is it?
I'm putting the sauce
You're not.
on.
You're holding back. Let's go. The sauce is the hero. That's where the citrus is, the olives.
Gee, you've been a bit bossy there, Mr. Moo.
Well, you're not doing it right.
Shame
Put
on you.
sauce on. Look at how much sauce you got.
Any more sauce on those plates and we'll have to ring SES and get some sandbags to keep the sauce in the plates.
This is Manu and Colin here I got together.
Righto.
Yeah.
Give them a nice bit of bread.
Should we give them more sauce?
No.
Okay.
Hang on, maybe a bit more on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this.
This main does not look pretty.
It is not a pretty plate. I mean, there is a mountain of mashed potato on this plate. There's half a rabbit, and just there's the sauce. Bon appetito.
This moment is the moment for me. The rabbit stew is very, very sentimental. It's my childhood on a plate. Oh no, Colin's picked up the water and had a drink. It's my worst fear. The rabbit's dry, the rabbit's dry, the rabbit's dry. Oh no, Colin's picked up the water and had a drink. I'm concerned the rabbit's too dry. The rabbit means a lot for me. It's my family recipe. If I don't get a good critique on this rabbit, I'm going to be running up the main street screaming my head off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bon appetit.
I went straight for the bones and to get every bit of meat off them because, my God, that rabbit is cooked perfectly.
What do you think for the meat?
Tastes good.
That rabbit was amazing. I haven't had it cooked that well, even out at restaurants, in a very long time.
The texture of that rabbit, if she's accomplished that in one afternoon, normally it's a process that Mum or I would start the day before. Got to take my hat off to her. She's nailed the texture.
I liked the rabbit. I don't know if the broccolini here was necessary.
Well, you don't like your greens?
I do eat my greens, but when I looked at that, I was intimidated. So I didn't
Please. You're 22 years old, you'll eat anything.
You need to take away his PlayStation when he goes home.
I really, really enjoyed this dish. It was really homely. I haven't had rabbit before, and it was just coming off the bone. It was beautiful. My mother-in-law is going to be so upset with me. I have never, ever eaten her olives. And tonight they have introduced rabbit and olives into my palate.
It seems like Claudine and Anthony have listened since the last cook. I really loved the way that the meat was cooked. This mash compared to her polenta, miles above. I really enjoyed this dish.
Yeah, I mean, I think the balance of flavours worked really well on it. Super moist, super tasty. It was just falling off the bone. I think it's a beautiful dish.
I just felt like it was all a little underwhelming. The ratio of mash is probably a little bit more on the plate, but slightly underwhelming in terms of flavour.
For me, I would not have chosen rabbit. It's so lean, it's cooked well, but it just has that dryish, chalky mouthfeel. The gravy, the sauce, lacks a bit of flavour as well. It's okay. Rabbit's definitely not something I would have chosen.
I think Aaron and Chris are very, very critical of what was a very, very good dish. Is this a tactic? Are they trying to throw everyone off?
So do you think you're going to keep your top spot at the moment?
Yes, sir.
Claudine and Anthony for main course, rabbit stew, thyme, black olives, and citrus. When I read rabbit, we're in for a world of pain here. It's one of those meats that goes that way or that way. You got to get it in the middle, and either way, you're in trouble. Undercooked, terrible. Overcooked, terrible. The rabbit, for me, was cooked perfectly. I did like the sauce, but I wanted more. Like, I wanted it in a bowl. So the actual rabbit is sitting in a bowl of sauce.
Yep.
But you got across the rabbit cooking very well.
Thank you.
I believe that you just put a rabbit out of the hat.
I was so worried about my rabbit.
This rabbit couldn't have been cooked better. Rabbit is probably one of the hardest protein to cook, but it's falling off the bone without being dry. I don't know what he's talking about, the sauce. There was plenty of sauce. I love the fat that was floating on top of it. I feel like we've got a completely different team that we've had when we came here last. And I'm so happy that you snapped out of it.
I can't believe it. I'm in shock. My heart's about to burst out of my chest. Thank you.
See you guys.
Cheers.
See ya.
Don't personally agree with the feedback from the judges, but we know consistency is key, and we know they weren't consistent last time. Mistakes happened, and they might not be good enough.
All right. That was good. They loved it.
This is about much more than cooking for me. Yeah.
Yep.
This moment for me makes me think about my family and people that have shaped me.
You've done your family proud, and yeah, I'm really proud of what you've done tonight.
Couldn't do it without you.
Without yelling at me?
Yeah. You're my rock. I love you so much.
There's a lot to love about Claudine, but people have got to see past the initial Claudine. There's this hard shell in front, but behind all that, she's a softie, really.
That was very sweet, my darling, but don't think you're getting lucky tonight.
Patricia. Patricia.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm just concerned because my mum might come and argue with you about how I pronounce. She used to go to my schools and teach the teachers how to say my name, that's all.
Oh, that's
I'm protecting you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. She's my lawyer.
Well, Patricia, I like you anyway.
So, Patricia.
Yes.
OG versus the Gate Crusher, which one would you represent?
Are you getting me to pick a side?
Yeah, well, who are you going to defend?
Anyone that's paying, to be honest.
Patricia's background being the criminal lawyer, I would be scared in a courtroom if I saw her.
Definitely.
I feel like as a solicitor, you'd have to observe people a lot.
Yeah, but I also have to hold in my laughter a lot sometimes because
Yeah.
I see some pretty dumb shit.
When Patricia looks at you, she looks right through you. She's always slightly quiet, just watching everyone. She's got one of the meanest resting bitch faces in the world.
You're clearly quite strong-willed, right? You don't look like you're scared of anybody. How has that helped you in your life?
I think my own ambitions has helped.
If she wasn't like that, she definitely wouldn't be where she is now.
Patricia's definitely
Strong-willed.
strong-willed, yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a strong cook.
Time will tell.
Yeah, I think so.
Dessert, what do we got to go?
Okay, we need to get the tiramisu. We've got a spare one there to taste.
Yep.
That meal was great, but I need to focus and make sure dessert is perfect before it goes out. I'm feeling extremely concerned about the biscuit.
Oh.
I'm hoping that by soaking this Savoiardi, it has had enough moisture to it. I don't want it to be too dry and I don't want it to be too soggy.
Biscuit's a bit dry.
It is. It hasn't soaked anything up, look.
I told you to soak it.
I did soak them.
My heart sinks. This is not good.
It's just too dry. What can we do to save it?
A storm is brewing as Claudine and Anthony taste their tiramisu in a teacup and realise the biscuit layer is too hard.
It is dry.
It is dry. Those Savoiardi were too flat.
All I'm tasting is a dense biscuit, and there's no sponge in there to actually soak up all those beautiful flavours of the alcohol and coffee.
Can we poke holes in it?
We're going to have to. We'll poke holes and pour some liquid through it.
At this point, I'm a little hopeful that we can fix it.
Where's those long toothpicks? You
No,
know?
what about the straws, honey? What about this?
That's a massive hole.
We decide to use a straw, poke some holes into it, and fill up the holes with the coffee and alcohol mixture.
What can I inject it with? I got an idea.
I got a nice taste of
Give me
Kahlua.
that.
You're so smart.
Bring it.
So we're gonna pour this liqueur into this container.
And then squirt it in the holes.
We need to get those Savoiardi biscuits soaking up all that coffee so they're not going to be as tough. Hopefully this works. That's a great idea, Anthony. How are you so smart?
I have no idea.
After them feeding us really well, I wouldn't mind something that's sort of heavy on the coffee, not too much on the sweet, just
little shot, perhaps?
maybe a little shot of coffee, but something to really finish off the meal.
What's the ideal tiramisu?
Just a good balance of coffee in those biscuits and, yeah, heaps of cream, lots of chocolate. I guess I'm looking for a little bit of technique because we showed a lot of technique in our 3 courses that we put forward, and I want to see the skill set of Claudine and Anthony and if they can actually be consistent. I think it's relatively safe.
Do you reckon it'll be better than your dessert?
It's not going to be...
I love his dessert, so it's, I don't think it's going to be.
You can tell that Aaron and Chris are very competitive, but we're all here for the same reason.
Do you think a gate crasher can still take this out?
Mel and I are taking this out. Move over. Talking about the question of who's going to take out the crown, I'll pull you off that pedestal.
I know you're trying.
Crowns look good on us. We're the queens of our household. Wear our crown.
Wear our crowns. I love that. That was a good one.
Look at that.
That looks beautiful. Put some more in here. So what do you think we're gonna score with the judges?
A 93.
Okay. I don't know where the ancestors are gone. They must have left after main course and not known that there was a dessert coming.
I'm going to just put some cocoa over it for dust.
Do it with love.
Love.
Ancestors have left the building. Maybe our desserts are a little cursed. I don't know how last dessert wasn't that good and...
Bit runny, you reckon?
Round 2 has been a real eye-opener for me. I would really love to win this competition. So, got to hit a home run here. We need to deliver on this tiramisu. Does that have enough liquid?
I think so. I'm happy.
Yep, that looks nice. I like the layers.
Okay.
Let's
go.
Serve it.
Dessert is served.
I walk out to serve the tiramisu to the judges. I'm really hoping we've saved that dish.
It looks decent. It's served in a cup. I'm just hoping when I dig into it, something's not right.
I'm gonna get it.
She's whispered in my ear, "You're gonna get it." I'm not the biggest fan of Claudine, and we've come to this weird love-hate relationship. But if they can follow up the entree and main with a bang-on tiramisu, I think everyone's going to be put on notice.
I feel like tonight I have produced 2 good meals and we need to get 3 out of 3. I really do want to show the gate crashers that we are going to win this competition. The tiramisu is not how we wanted it to be. The biscuit is all wrong. It's very dense. I'm hoping they've got dental cover.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bon appétit.
Merci.
The first spoonful I have is dry, a little bit tough. I knew instantly that it's not going to get better from here, which is good for us.
Oh, definitely.
Something's gone wrong with either the baking of the biscuit or the soaking of the biscuit, but it's quite hard.
It's not good.
It's not sweet enough. It's not bitter enough. It's not boozy enough.
What are your thoughts on the dessert?
Shit.
I found my biscuits were quite dry and I really couldn't taste the coffee, so it's a bit of a miss from me.
Definitely my least favourite dish of the night. I didn't enjoy it.
I've had supermarket tiramisu that was a lot better. That was the worst tiramisu I've ever had.
They really came out of the gate strong. I was a little bit worried by main course. I'm not worried anymore.
Oh. Chris was a bit, a bit cocky, a bit full of himself.
He's thinking that the dessert's worse than his, and therefore they are safe on the top of the leaderboard.
Claudine and Anthony, for dessert, you gave us tiramisu. This is exactly like my grandmother would have cooked it. She couldn't cook.
Oh no, here we go.
Tiramisu is one of those desserts. It's rich, it's luscious, it's Moorish. I wanted less-ish of this one. We've had a good night, but we ended on a low.
I think, as you probably know yourself, the lady's fingers didn't rise enough, and because of that, there was not enough of that sponginess to soak up the liquid.
I'm feeling devastated. It's not the way I wanted our night to end.
I just feel sorry for you guys because you've done so well tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We feel confident with the score of 72. It's a strong score.
Definitely. We've shown we can cook in this competition. I think we're sitting pretty good.
It's now time for the guest teams to critique Claudine and Anthony's dishes and give them a score out of 10.
So entree had stuffed zucchini flowers on basil pesto.
I really loved this dish. The flavours just worked for me.
I thought the filling was maybe a little bit soft, not so crispy.
I didn't have much crisp.
The main, the rabbit stew, that rabbit was cooked
perfectly. Yeah, I agree.
The rabbit did not look very cute on the plate, but it was really delicious. I could definitely appreciate how tender that meat was. It sort of like pulled it apart with your fork and knife.
Both our first times having rabbit. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. It was my favourite meal of the night, actually. It was so homely. It fell off the bone.
And dessert, tiramisu. There was a problem with the biscuits. They were hard. They didn't soak up everything.
That was inedible for me.
Just a few issues, obviously. No moisture in that sponge, the biscuit.
I would send it back if I got it at a restaurant.
I think overall, Claudine and Anthony did a really good job.
Entree and main were very high, but dessert was very low.
I think 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 6 is fair.
Yeah, 6?
6?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it is definitely well above average. But yeah, the dessert just let them down in the end.
Yeah.
A 6?
A 6.
Let's go with a 6.
For me, it's the same as Aaron and Chris.
A 6.
6.
I agree.
Cool. 6.
6. Entree and then dessert was a complete fail, to be honest. What are you thinking overall, a 4?
4.
What do you think?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4. All right, 4 it is.
All right.
All right, done.
Aaron and Chris want to stay at the top of the leaderboard, but I don't feel too threatened. I think that we'll definitely score higher than them, and I think that we can definitely cook better than them.
After an emotional night, Claudine and Anthony are about to learn if they have beaten Aaron and Chris's score of 72 to top the leaderboard.
This is actually the part of the night we dread the most.
Claudine and Anthony, thank you for having us at Papa and Mama Moo's. The guest teams have given you a combined score of 29 out of 50.
I think that the guest team score of 29 was low. I think that we have been scored harshly.
And now it's our turn. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10.
Claudine and Anthony, for entree, you served stuffed zucchini flowers with basil pesto. What a great, great start of the night. 3 beautiful flowers. Could have been a little bit crispier, perhaps. A little squeeze of lemon on the side would have made it perfect.
Redemption, redemption, redemption. That's what we're talking about. Crispy flowers, beautiful filling. For your entree tonight, I score you a 9.
The score I'm giving you for your entree is a 9.
2 9s, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, our smiles just got bigger after receiving the first one, so to get another one, that was great.
For our main, you gave us rabbit stew with thyme, black olive, and citrus. Rabbit, very tricky meat to master. You mastered it. It was falling off the bone. It was glistening. It was a pleasure to eat.
I haven't had rabbit for a very long time because Australians don't really eat a lot of rabbit here. But you brought me to my childhood. That rabbit was absolutely delicious, cooked to perfection. It was an ugly plate of food, but a delicious plate of food.
For your main course tonight, I score you an 8.
The score I'm giving you for your main course tonight is a 9.
You all right, Claudine?
The rabbit brought him to his childhood. That's why I love food. Because it's everything good about my childhood.
It was just, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I cook for a reason. I love my cooking. I love feeding people. And for Manu to say that, that really hit me in the feels.
Second restaurant in, it's a different ball game to the first time round. You should be very proud of everything you've listened to and achieved. But there's one dish left to score. For desserts, we had your tiramisu. Presentation in the cup tiramisu, 100% tick. That's where it stopped for me. The biscuits, they didn't rise, they didn't soak.
Unfortunately, I can't give you a better critique than what Colin just gave you. I could dig for the positive, but frankly, there was not much there that I could salvage. The score I'm giving you for dessert is a 2.
For your dessert tonight, I score you a tiramisu.
I'm actually devastated about getting a 2 for our tiramisu.
So, Claudine and Anthony, that gives you a grand total score of 68.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, I'm proud
because
of
I
you.
wouldn't be able to do any of this without you.
Yeah.
Was that a kiss on the lips?
And I'll get anything else later?
No.
It's better than 53, but still puts you at the bottom of the leaderboard, but we've a long way to go.
Yes.
After their redemption cook, Claudine and Anthony are second on the leaderboard with a score of 68. This currently keeps Aaron and Chris in first place.
Anyway, next up, Amber and Mel. Who's going to do what, when, how?
My husband's Lebanese, so I've married
great.
into a Lebanese family.
Okay.
And yeah, I've adapted a lot of their culture and I cook a lot of their food now. I'm also an Aussie cooking Lebanese food, so I've got my own little spin on it as well.
Brilliant.
Look forward
to it. Until then, see you then.
I'm so excited that we're next.
And we give those little boys, Aaron and Chris, a flick at the top of their...
Absolutely.
I'm on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy.
Good luck.